The following video tells about NATCO's newest certification program for loan officers, cooperative credit employees, and credit managers. Watch for more information.
Isang magandang umaga po sa lahat.
Bago tayo magsimula, nako, panoorin muna natin itong very short video. Let's watch it.
Hello, gusto ko mag-apply ng business loan. Gusto ko mag-tayo ng sari-sari store. Na magiging sira-sira store. At magiging sara-sara store.
Do you think appropriate ba yung naging action si loan officer sa pag-process niya kay customer?
Nako, Kaps, talagang hindi ko rin alam Nako, kasi 'di ba hindi naman ako equipped pa sa ganyang skills and knowledge. Pero Kaps, buti na lang meron tayong bagong training program, ang Cooperative Academy of NATCO.
Yes, Caps, tama ka dyan. Kaya naman we will have a short talk with our PRC unit head, Miss Mary Rose Elgob, para malaman naman natin kung ano nga ba ang top 3 competency skills a loan officer must develop para maiwasan natin ang actions na nangyari gaya sa video.
Good morning, G. Good morning, Melvin.
Morning.
Magandang umaga po sa lahat ng aming viewers. For this program, we have 3 parts. For about 15 minutes, I'll be sharing the competencies, the basic competencies for loan officers. And then we'll have panel discussion on the development of loan officers ladderized program. And then there'll be some question and answers. We will be also sharing the schedules, upcoming schedules of the modules inside this program. Okay, so let's start with the part 1, the information or input on competencies for lending professionals. So, kanina tanong ni G, appropriate ba yung action? Of course, everybody would say hindi appropriate yung action ni Frankenstein. We don't want our loan officers to be like Frankenstein. We want them to develop the skills and the competencies so that we can engage more of our members, no? So we can also improve the services we give to our members. So there are 3 primary competencies that I would be sharing with you. One is the communication and customer service. So loan officers are actually frontliners of the cooperative or credit unions. Most of the time, they talk to the members. They are the first person they talk to, lalo na't hindi pa man member, nag-i-inquire na kaagad sa ating co-op kung makakapag-loan ba sila. So minsan sila yung first contact, no? So to develop our competencies in customer service, kailangan yung ating mga loan officers would have this communication skills, no? One, they can express themselves clearly, yung ideas about the cooperatives, and they should also have this listening skill attentively. They know how to keep silent for a moment, try to understand the needs, no, ng ating mga members, and then determine what kind of services does our member needs. Particularly if they're inquiring about loans, dapat marunong silang makinig na mabuti. Bago pa tayo mag-analyze ng kanilang mga applications, mag-process ng kanilang mga applications, dapat marunong munang umunawa sa ating mga members. So kapag sinabi natin clear communication and listening skills, dapat alam din ng ating mga loan officers kung paano bababa o aakyat sa kalagayan ng ating mga target members and members. Kasi may mga educated members tayo at meron din naman tayong mga members na hindi naman talaga well-educated. They belong to the poor sector. So, yun yung mga skills na kailangan natin. Kailangan lang din ng ating loan officer ng self-control, lalo na kung medyo makulit at parang hindi nakukuha sa isang explanation yung member, parang kailangan nilang ulit-ulitin yung mga explanation. So, kailangan meron din silang self-control and positive attitude because many of those who are approaching us to get loans, they are in need. Talagang pag-asa nila tayo. So, our positive attitude will rub in sa mga members. We are the one giving hope. So, as loan officers, actually, you're the door sa pangarap at sa pag-asa ng ating mga members, no? And then, at the same time, we also have to be assertive. Lalo na kapag kayong mga requirements hindi nako-comply ng mga members o di kaya naman ay may mga schedules tayo na sinusunod. Meron tayong mga process na sinusunod, kaya kailangan assertive din tayo, no? And if there are some cases na medyo we're dealing with delinquent members, hindi nakakabayad kaagad, then we have to talk to them, explain to them why they need to pay in a manner na hindi masasaktan yung mga members natin and they would clearly understand na it's their obligation to pay, no? So, it's conflict resolution, no? So, dapat marunong din sila mag-settle ng mga issues with the members. And of course, yung puso hindi dapat nawawala. Hindi pwedeng laging isip lang, hindi pwedeng sunod lang sa process, dapat maintindihan din natin where is the member coming from. Dahil once that the member felt na meron tayong empathy towards them, then that's the time na they would open up at mas madali natin silang makakausap at maipapaintindi sa kanila yung mga proseso, mga polisiya inside the cooperative. What is this depersonalization? When you say depersonalization, alisin mo yung sarili mo in the situation, no? So you are there acting as a representative of the cooperative. So you are there not as you're not selling your person, kundi you are selling the advocacy of the cooperative. Kaya we need also to learn how to depersonalize, no? Kumbaga sa ating lingo, sa ating sariling lengguwahe, no? Trabaho lang, walang personalan. Yan. So that's the personalization. Taking responsibilities, of course, yung loan officer is a high-risk position. They are dealing with finances, they are dealing directly with our members, and there are times when they do visits, no? They're physically at risk then kapag lumalabas sila, and some of the loan officers even have their own motorcycle kahit hindi naman sila collector. So they need to take responsibility, no? So they have to address ano ba yung mga expectations of the cooperative sa kanila at gayon din yung expectation ng mga members sa kanila. And of course, para naman create ng bond with the members ang ating mga loan officers and account officers o di naman kaya yung ating mga frontliners sa credit, they need to have a sense of humor, no? So para makiliti natin yung ating mga members, dapat alam din natin kung papaano mag-joke or kahit papaano ay mapatawa at mapangiti ang ating mga members. So that is one competency, the communication and the customer service. The second competency is the financial and analytical skills. Our loan officers should understand kung ano ba yung needs, and then we have requirements coming from our members. We are looking at their capacity to pay, diba? Their character, no? But let's limit it with the financial. Okay, so they need to review kung ano yung mga cash flow, kung yung mga dinideclare ba na source of income ng ating mga members at saka kung saan nila ginagamit are well quoted or well answered, lalo na pagdating sa mga forms. And then from there, they would have to analyze well kung kakayanin ba talaga ng ating mga members yung kanilang amount na hinuutang sa atin and where would it be going. Lalo na kung halimbawa yung loan is gagamitin sa puhunan, kagaya ng sari-sari store, siguro some financial advices can be given to the members by our loan officer, no? So that hindi siya magsasara-sara. Kumbaga, ang kanila pong paggamit ng pera ng ating mga members din, yung mga ipinautang natin, magamit nila para mapalago ang kanilang mga negosyo. So those are some or few of the expectations ng mga members para sa ating loan officers. The last and the third basic skills that I'm going to share is the managerial and relationship building skills. Basically, hindi naman managers ang mga loan officers, but they do some managerial functions, no? So they organize the data and information na kinukuha sa mga members. They organize the portfolio of the members. They organize some records, so may records management skill dapat sila. They organize the schedules, no, and the processing of the paper. So somehow managerial skills are required. Analytical skills is also a managerial skill, no? So kailangan may critical thinking ang ating mga loan officers. And relationship building skills. So this overlaps as well with the communication. Kaya nga kasama doon sa customer service is how you are going to create bonds with your members so that you can win the trust of the members. So these are the top 3 skills needed by our loan officers or frontliners, kung sino man yung mga nasa credit, ay yung mga nagpa-process ng mga loan applications ng ating mga members, nagpo-provide ng mga information sa ating mga members. So ito, hindi dapat mawala sa ating mga frontliners sa credit. Kasi ito yung hindi mo ma-convert into computer information. Skills ito, mga soft skills na hindi mo mako-convert into digital. It will stay. Kakailanganin at kakailanganin yan ng ating mga kooperatiba. Hindi sila, kumbaga, mapapaso. Kasi marami ngayon ang nasa fintech na, no? Kumbaga, pagpupunta ka sa ibang mga banks or ibang mga institutions, pag-entertain sa mga customers is not person to person. Parang they have to face yung mga machines. Yes, it will streamline the process, the procedures, but still, yung communication with the members, yung may kausap ka, yung pa rin yung hinahanap ng mga members natin. Kahit ako, when I engage with any industries, ang hinahanap ko is a person who can answer my questions, no, yung makakasagot sa mga katanungan ko. Kasi kung halimbawa ipapasagot mo sa akin is chatbot o di kaya ay mga babasahin ko lang, parang walang personal touch and I don't feel the concern of the institution. But our loan officers is our frontliners. Sila yung unang-unang mag-send ng concern towards our members. Kaya dapat tong mga soft skills na ito ma-develop nila. Ayan, ang 3 soft skills na isi-share natin sa ating mga listeners today. I hope somehow some additional learning din para sa ating mga nakikinig. So, now for the part 2, we will proceed with our panel discussion. Let us discuss more kung paano ma-earn o paano naman magkakaroon ng mga ganitong competencies ang ating mga loan officers. Hindi naman kasi limited doon sa 3 basic competencies ang ating program. Hindi lang yung 3 yon ang i-develop sa ating mga loan officers, account officers, or mga credit personnel, no? So kailangan holistic. So this program on cooperative lending management is a holistic program. So with that, I will be joined by G and Melvin so that we can proceed with our panel discussion.
Thank you so much again, Ma'am Rose, for that very informative sharing. Naku, Ma'am, dumako naman po tayo sa ating panel discussion, gaya nga po ng nabanggit nyo. So, meron po tayong mga tanong dito na nag-gather about the CLMP or yung Co-op Lending Management Program. So, ito po yung una, Ma'am Rose. Ang una po nating tanong is, ano nga daw po ba ang Cooperative Lending Management Program?
Okay, thank you very much, Melvin. So, yung ating Cooperative Lending Management Program is actually a credit management course, no? So, dati meron tayong program 5 days na credit risk management. However, we realized that it's more on the process lang. Hindi talaga mali-learn yung iba pang soft skills na shinare natin earlier. So, this is actually a to-go course ng Cooperative Academy of NATCO para matrain lahat ng loan officers at yung mga counterparts nila na credit personnel, those who are involved with the operations, para maging more proficient sila sa pagmamanage ng ating mga members, yung mga naghihingi ng loan. Kasama sa mga competencies na makukuha nila is yung process, kagaya nung how to facilitate the credit transactions. And then, meron tayong topic on how to manage the records, no? So managing and monitoring credit records. Syempre yung mga loan officers natin nagsusulat din, no? Minsan they are required to release some business letters or technical letters para sa manager's report o di naman kaya para sa members, lalo na yung mga for collections. And they will also gain the skill in analyzing and preparing financial records. Kasi kadalasan kapag business related ang ating mga loans, we need to understand what are the stories behind the numbers. And in terms of analyzing yung capacity, financial capacity ng members, kasama yan sa mga ituturo ng ating mga mentors and managing the credit information. So, other than knowing other loan products na pwedeng i-offer, meron din tayong part dito sa program na ito kung saan they will be sharing some loan products na maaring hindi pa present sa kanilang cooperative. And professionalization, kasi marami sa mga loan officers natin started as collectors o di naman kaya ay they started at the lower rank, kaya kasama na dito pagtuturo ng kanilang professional skills, ng supervisory skills, and understanding of what is the standards for quality service and ethical standards, no, as loan officers. Kasi they are dealing with money, they are dealing with people. So, dapat siguro yung mga nandito sa mga positions na ito are ethical enough that they will not take advantage of the power, no, vested on them, no, lalo na they are managing members as well. So, kasama na nga dito yung skills on communication as we shared. So, ang objective natin is for them to grow holistically. Meron tayong soft skill part, kaya meron tayong mga fundamentals of cooperative, looking back on ano ba yung mga advocacy sa credit union or sa cooperative, ano-ano ba yung mga principles, and then yung mga work values, no, kasama yan sa mga i-discuss natin, how they can become climate action warriors, no, paano yung kumbaga they also contribute to the environmental sustenance, no? Para masustain natin yung ating environment. And also yung gender sensitivity. Of course, we practice gender sensitivity sa ating cooperative, so they should also understand equal treatment of both genders, no? Of all the genders. Ano man yung gender preferences ng ating mga members should be recognized and honored, no? Meron tayo, majority or a bulk of the modules are in the mastery of the credit operations. So, yung mga reportorial, yung mga communication, mga financial statements, and then finally, how they can transform, no? How they can become advisors or consultants to the members as well. Dapat may understanding sila ng enterprise delivery system. Paano ba yung sa business process para makapag-provide sila ng mga financial advices to our members. By the end of this course, they will have to complete all the modules. Once they completed the modules, there will be an exam by the end of it. So sa kada module or kada topics, they will receive a certificate of completion or certificate of participation. But other than those certificates, meron pa silang makukuha na Certified Lending Professional na title. They can attach the title to their name. So by the end of their name, they can say they are CCLP. That is the certification that we are applying for this program. So after the course, they will have the CCLP brand or CCLP tag to their names. No? So badge, it's a badge for them. So the course duration, ito yung how they will take it. So we made the course modular para pwede nilang i-complete anytime or any schedules of the program. So it's both online and face-to-face. There are some modules na online, makukuha natin ng online, at may ilang modules na face-to-face. Ginawa natin na blended yung format nitong program na ito kasi may mga knowledge-based na pwede nating matutunan by reading, by going through webinars. Pero yung workshops, mga interpersonal exchanges of ideas, sharing of best practices, mangyayari yan sa ating face-to-face classes. So sa Module 1, will run for 7 days. Ilang araw na online at ilang araw na face-to-face. Ayaw din kasi natin silang kunin sa kanilang trabaho ng matagal. Kaya in-schedule natin, in-organize natin in such a manner na hindi madidisrupt masyado yung kanilang cooperative operations para doon sa ating mga participants. So kahit mawala sila a few days, pwedeng makapag-participate sila with full attention to the course para hindi naman masayang yung investment ng cooperative sa ating mga credit personnel. So yung Module 1 is the Cooperative Loan Officer. That is more of the soft skills development. Module 2 is Credit Operations Management, 10 days, combination of face-to-face and online. Ito na yung pinaka-process-oriented, more on the operations of the credit. And then the last module, Module 3, is Lending Professionals as Financial Advisors. So we are going to develop their skills, how to give advices, lalo na kung yung mga members natin are asking for loans para sa kanilang mga businesses. So, how they can improve their own business operations, which is only for 4 days.
Ayun, so nalaman po natin na total of 21 days ang ating program. Ngayon naman po, Miss Rose, ang next question po natin is since mahaba po ang program, paano kayang makukuha ng participants ang certification? At paano naman po kung hindi nila makumpleto ang lahat ng modules?
They don't need to worry kung hindi nila kaagad makuha yung modules. Let's say, for this year, Module 1 and Module 2 lang yung natapos nila. The following year, pwede nilang i-complete yung Module 3. So para matapos nila, we organize the modules na hindi sunod-sunod yung schedules at hindi sila kukunin ng matagal sa kanilang weekly schedules. So meron tayong ginawa na mga modules na stand-alone. So kapag stand-alone ang modules, pwede nilang i-take, pwedeng kada buwan o di kaya naman twice a month, kung ano yung convenient on their part. I'm now flashing actually yung number of days. If you will notice, module 1.2, 1.3, up to 1.4b, kalump siya dyan, no? Halos sunod-sunod na araw. Ito lang yung face-to-face natin. Kasi babiyahe ang mga participants natin. They will have to travel and go to the venue. Gusto nating ma-maximize yung investment sa kanila at hindi naman sila masyadong mawala ng matagal sa kanilang cooperative. Kaya we are asking just for 1 week, almost less than a week, mga 4 days lang. And then let's say they just took yung online. They cannot join this face-to-face session. They can wait for the next schedule para kunin nila ito. Every modules na matatapos nila is equivalent to unit. Para rin siyang sa mga eskwelahan. Let's say they got the fundamentals of cooperative via Zoom, which is 1-day program. They will get 3 units. And then they will just have to earn all of these units para makredit sa kanila. And then they would qualify for the Certified Lending Professional na title and badge. So sa Module 2, ganun din, inorganize din natin in a way na hindi sila mawawala ulit ng matagal. Let's say this is the 2nd month. We have here yung nakalump then na face-to-face, which is kalahati ng credit cycle management. Meron kasi ditong workshop and then itong records management, kasi may workshop din po yan. At gayon din po itong customer service facilitation skills, no? Itong mga face-to-face na yan, total siya ng nasa 5 days din siya. So, Pwedeng in 1 month, 1 week na wala sila sa opisina, no? So, pero bago sana sila mawala, they can delegate, no, kung ano yung functions nila. We need to invest kung gusto natin sila na maging skilled, lalo na yung mga pinopromote natin into managerial position. Kung inaay natin sila as future successors para sa managerial position in credit operations, then we have to send them to this kind of training. Okay, so that's 36 units. For the last module is 12 units. So if they earned all of these units, pwede na natin silang i-qualify sa online exam. So there's an online exam. Once that they completed their attendance and they submitted some online assignments, meron kasi tayong program coordinator who would check their submission. So may monitoring po yan. Then they'll have to go through the online test. 50 items lang naman siya at madali lang namang maipapasa dahil all of the contents of those 50 items questionnaire are included in the discussions. No? Kasama po siya doon sa ating program. Then once they pass, they will have now the title of Certified Cooperative Lending Professional, the CCLP.
Thank you so much po, Ma'am Rose. Pwede niyo po ba kami, Ma'am, mabigyan ng quick overview ng contents na pwede nating matutunan ng participants so kada module? Kanina, Ma'am, di ba parang nakita natin na meron tayong soft skills, meron tayong mga knowledge, and meron talagang mga practical.
As I mentioned, yung mga content kanina pinakita na natin sa kanila. So meron tayong on cooperative, fundamentals of co-op, yung mga principles. Then what are the 6 cooperative financial discipline? Sa module 1, meron din tayong climate compliance and gender sensitivity. These are soft skills, no? Ito yung mga soft skills. Then kasama din dito yung work values and personal management. So, papaano nila ididiscipline yung kanilang mga sarili as practitioners, as cooperative employees, ano ba yung mga values that they should embody. And then of course, we're teaching financial literacy sa ating mga members, then tayo mismo dapat meron tayong personal finance and wellness. And then credit organizational structure. So from this point forward, related na sa kanilang function as loan officers. Ano yung kanilang functional description? So that hindi na nila sasabihin, parang hindi yan kasama sa JD ko. Though it's not part of your JD, it's part of the process and it's part of the expectations from you by the members and by the cooperative. So kailangan nilang maintindihan very well ano ba yung kanilang role as loan officers. Then the second part or module 2 is more on knowledge development. Kaya yung credit cycle and credit risk management will now be covered here. After they gain the attitude, no? Kasi yung soft skills is more of into developing the attitude of the loan officers, will now delve on the competencies, the hard skills that should be learned by our loan officers. No? Kaya meron din tayo ditong records management, customer service, facilitation skills, negotiation skills, and technical report writing. Ang plus dito is the loan officers as advisors kasi ito yung hindi common ngayon sa ating mga cooperative. They don't act as advisors for the businesses ng ating mga members. Kaya in this part, we will let them understand ano ba yung mga basic financial analysis, how to read numbers, how to read the financial statement. And then, cash flow analysis. Kasi may mga cash flow tayo na hinihingi sa ating mga members. How to fully analyze it through critical thinking na hindi yung basta nagsagot lang yung mga members natin and then once they answered or provided their source of income and where they usually use it, tapos na yon. Hindi, dapat our loan officers would be able to analyze well, truthful ba or valid ba yung mga informations. Kasi if you ask how many people ba in the household, tapos ang kanilang budget for food would be 1.5 lang, parang 1.5, ano yun, hindi na sila nagla-lunch, hindi na sila nagdi-dinner. So yun yung maiisip mo bigla kasi that's very minimal, no, for a budget na food lang. So ano ba yung mga needs na maintindihan natin by the back of the answers of our members, no? So risk-based analysis is also part, and then the newest product of the consultancy is the enterprise development solution. They can now give financial consultation to members, lalo na kapag kayo mga delinquents, kasi ang inutang nila is for the sari-sari store, hindi na manage ng maayos yung sari-sari store. Now, how can we help them? It's through recommendations and advices. So kaya meron tayo ditong Module 3 na Enterprise Development Solutions.
Thank you so
Ayan.
much, ma'am. And sana nalinawan po ang ating mga nagtanong sa ating FB Live as well as sa Zoom.
Ayun po. So, since alaman na natin ang overview ng content sa ating modules para maging isang ganap na Certified Cooperative Lending Professional, proceed naman po tayo sa follow-up question. Ma'am Rose, kailan po magsisimula ang CLMP? And meron na po ba tayong dates kada courses?
Ayaw namin kasing biglain yung mga participants natin, kaya hindi natin i-clamp into one schedule. Ang i-release lang namin now is the schedules for August and September. You can write or email us so that we can give you the complete schedules, projected schedules. We also have targets to complete for the classes. So succeeding schedules might change based on the number of enrollees. But for these schedules, these are final, no? So August 24, August 25, September 7, and September 8. So we'll start with the soft skills. So topic would be fundamentals of cooperative, cooperative financial discipline, climate compliance, and gender sensitivity. And this will be done through Zoom meeting. So meron na rin mga schedules earlier, projected namin, no? So for a quick view again of the schedules, for the face-to-face of Module 1, so the face-to-face, we are looking at September as well. We will announce as soon as we finalize the arrangement for the venue.
Ayun. So kung may katanungan din naman po kayo, pwede kayo mag-send ng email sa krc@natco.co para sa inyong mga katanungan.
Yes, and if gusto nyo maging Certified Cooperative Lending Professional or magkaroon ng CCLP after your name, nako, mag-register na po kayo. Grabe.
Kaya nga, so ano pang hinihintay nyo? Mag-register na po kayo sa program na ito.